Vindicil stood in the grand throne room of the Celestial Palace, his weathered boots echoing against the crystalline floor. 20 years had passed since that fateful day on planet Zarian 7, yet the memories remained as sharp as broken glass. Before him, seated upon a throne of flowing stardust and ancient metal, was Lisa, no longer the frightened child he had saved, but the supreme ruler of the intergalactic coalition. Her violet eyes, once filled with innocent wonder, now held the weight of 1,000 worlds. The bioluminescent markings on her pale blue skin pulsed with power, a stark contrast to the dim scars she had carried as a refugee. Vindicil's heart clenched. She had grown into something magnificent, something he could barely comprehend. Captain Vindicil, Lisa's voice resonated through the chamber, formal and cold. It has been a long time. He bowed slightly, more out of respect for what she had become than any protocol. Your Majesty, I never imagined this. A bitter smile crossed her lips. No one did, least of all me. Vindicil's mind drifted back to that day on Zarian 7. He had been a decorated Earth Fleet captain, leading a rescue mission during the Great Purge. The Dominion forces were systematically eliminating the Zarian people, considering them a threat to universal order. Among the chaos and flames, he had found Lisa's 7-year-old girl hiding in the rubble of what had once been her home, her family's bodies still warm around her. He had made a choice that day, against direct orders, against military protocol, against everything he had sworn to uphold. Vindicil had smuggled Lisa onto his ship. The consequences had been swift and merciless. Court-martialed, stripped of his rank, branded a traitor to Earth. He had lost everything: his career, his reputation, his family's honor, even his pension. His wife had left him unable to bear the shame. His children had changed their names, but Lisa had lived. For 5 years, Vindicil had raised her in hiding on the Outer Rim colonies, working menial jobs to keep them fed. He had taught her everything he knew: combat, strategy, diplomacy, survival. More importantly, he had taught her compassion, justice, and the value of every sentient life. Then, when she turned 12, the Zarian resistance had found them. They needed her, the last pure-blooded heir to the Zarian throne, the only one who could unite the scattered remnants of their people. Vindicil had let her go. It was the second time he had sacrificed everything for her, this time his own happiness, his purpose, his reason for living. Why did you request an audience with me, Captain? Lisa asked, her tone softening slightly. After all these years of silence, Vindicil straightened his shoulders. I need your help. Earth is facing a crisis. A plague from the Andromeda sector is spreading through the colonies. Millions are dying. We need access to Zarian medical technology, but the Coalition has embargoed all trade with Earth. The same Earth that tried to exterminate my people. Lisa's eyes flashed with anger. The same Earth that destroyed your life for saving one alien child. Yes, Vindicil admitted quietly. That Earth, but also the Earth where billions of innocent people live. Children who had nothing to do with those decisions. Families who are suffering. Lisa rose from her throne, her robes of liquid starlight flowing around her. She descended the steps slowly, each footfall deliberate. Do you know what I've built here, Vindicil? This coalition represents 73 species, each one scarred by humanity's expansion, humanity's wars, humanity's arrogance. I've given them hope, safety, unity. And now you ask me to betray that for the very civilization that betrayed you. I'm not asking you to betray anyone, Vindicil replied, holding her gaze. I'm asking you to be better than they were, to show mercy where none was shown. Isn't that what I taught you? Lisa stopped mere feet away from him, close enough that he could see the tears gathering in her violet eyes. You taught me many things, old friend. You taught me courage, honor, and sacrifice. But you also taught me that sometimes the greatest sacrifice is standing firm in your principles, even when your heart breaks. So that's it. Vindicil's voice cracked. I threw away my entire life to save you, raised you as my own daughter, and now you'll let millions die to prove a point. You saved one life, Lisa whispered, her composure finally breaking. One terrified little girl who thought the universe was nothing but fire and death. You showed me that one person's choice can change everything. That's exactly what I'm doing, now, making a choice that will change everything. She turned away, walking back toward her throne. Vindicil felt his hope crumbling. He had failed. After everything, he had failed. I'm lifting the embargo, Lisa announced, her voice ringing clear through the hall. Not just for the medical supplies Earth needs, but for full trade relations. More than that, the Coalition will send medical teams, engineers, and resources to help combat the plague. Vindicil's breath caught. Lisa, she raised her hand. But there are conditions. Earth must sign the Sentient Rights Treaty. No more colonial expansion without consent. No more exploitation of developing worlds. And they must formally apologize for the Zarian genocide, with reparations to follow. They'll never agree to that, Vindicil said. Then millions will die, and the blood will be on their hands. Not mine, Lisa replied, her voice hard again. I'm giving them a choice, the same choice you gave me 20 years ago, to value life over pride, compassion over power. Let's see if they're capable of the same sacrifice you made. She met his eyes once more, and this time he saw both the frightened child he had saved and the powerful ruler she had become. You didn't just save my life, Vindicil. You saved my soul. You showed me that true strength lies in protecting those who cannot protect themselves, regardless of the cost. I'm not turning my back on that lesson. I'm extending it to everyone, even those who don't deserve it. Vindicil felt tears streaming down his weathered face. You've become everything I hoped you would be, more than I could have imagined. Lisa smiled then, genuine and warm, and for a moment she was 7 years old again, taking his hand in the ashes of her destroyed world. I had a good teacher. As Vindicil left the Celestial Palace, carrying the treaty that would save his world, he realized that his sacrifices had not been in vain. He had lost everything to save one life, and that one life had grown to save billions. In the grand calculus of the universe, perhaps that was the greatest success a man could hope for. Behind him, on her throne of stardust, Lisa watched him go, knowing that she carried his lessons forward into an uncertain future, one compassionate choice at a time.